Hello everyone and welcome to the next episode of Pat Plays Pokemon Emerald. So we're just leaving off where we were here on this route. Did I battle this guy last time? I don't remember. I did not, so I'm going to battle him this time. So I'm sorry if I sound a little tired today. So last night I was cooking a bloomin' onion for the first time. It turned out actually pretty well. I was fairly happy with it. And my wife liked it, so that, that's, what we really care about. But I had the window open while I was cooking, and I guess I wasn't paying attention or whatever, but my big fat boy Reggie snuck out and was out for at least 2 hours, and we could not find him. And then, it's getting to be, this was at like 7 o'clock, and we realized at around like 10 that he was out. So we were looking for a couple hours, and then it's getting to be midnight, and a big storm was coming into my area, like 60-mile-per-hour winds and hail. So we're like, okay, well, we need to get inside. I'm sure he's found some place to, hide out and, be safe for right now. He's probably terrified. So figured, whatever. We'll go look for him in the morning, see if he's out there, and leave a little bit of food out there. Anywho, so it starts storming right as we make it back. And I just kind of pulled my Guardian in under the little awning we have at our apartment, so it didn't get absolutely destroyed by the wind and everything. So we just go to sleep, and we're obviously very upset over the fact that our big fat boy is is not home. It was very strange. Our little guy Jax, who I have a little story to tell about him as well, but our little guy Jax was running all over the house trying to find him, because usually they play at midnight because they're annoying, and he couldn't find him. He was looking at all of the spots. I was watching him do this. He was looking underneath the table, he's looking on his bed, he's looking by the food bowl, everywhere that Reggie normally is. He was just looking there, and he just couldn't find them. So eventually we all settle down, and my wife wakes up in the about an hour or so later, goes, looks outside, doesn't see anything. The storm had since died down a little bit. It was just a drizzle. She didn't want to go outside, so but she didn't see anything directly out the window, so didn't bother to check. I wake up, so I have some weird dream that Reggie is outside and that we had found him already and all this kind of crap. And I wake up, it's 3:46, and I'm just all right, well, I gotta use the toilet. So I went use the bathroom. Then I come out, I'm like, I might as well walk outside in my underwear and just take a look to see if he's there. And I open the door, I look down to I look to the left where we had the box, I look to the right down, and there's just Reggie just really angrily meowing at me. And I'm like, oh, it's boy. And he runs away a little bit. I'm like, no, come back. And I went over and I get him, and I run in the house, and I'm yelling to Jess. I'm like, hey, Jess, we got him. I found him. So it was just great to have him back, and we were out for about an hour just petting him and drying him off, because he was wet. He's a big fluffy boy, and a lot of that is just his fur. He's got a little bit of fat, but it's mostly his fur. So he was super wet, so we were just trying to dry him off and comfort him, and he was just so happy to be. He was rubbing on everything. He was wagging his tail as he does, which is so funny. But yeah, so he was back, and we were very happy to have him back, to be honest. And, now he's asleep for most of the day today, because he had such an exciting night last night. So, but we're really happy to have him back, and it just goes to show you don't really know what you have until it's gone. And speaking of that, earlier in the day, midday, I was actually going to record this episode yesterday, but right before I was getting set up, I just had lunch, and I was going to sit down and start recording. I had a glass of water on my desk, full glass of water, 16, 18 ounces of water, and Jax just walks up, doesn't do anything else, just immediately walks up and knocks it over right onto my computer tower. And I was furious, because water and computers don't mix, right? That's like oil and water, right? It just doesn't go well together. So I'm just pissed. I toss him in there. I'm like, Daddy's gonna kill you if the computer doesn't turn off. So, obviously I don't mean that, but I was very angry, to say the least. And, I tried testing it out. It starts shorting, so I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, my computer's busted. It's gonna cost me hundreds of dollars that I don't have to try to fix this. And you can't even, I had no idea what the exact issue was going to be, you know. Is it the motherboard? Is it the case? Is it the power supply? Is it the, you know, God forbid, PC? Or the CPU, rather. Like, oh no. Like, it could, depending on what it is, it could be a huge problem. Regardless, I ended up taking it apart, just, like, wiping a paper towel all through, like, all the metal bits to try to see if I could get any water out. I take out the power supply, just make sure that that's all good. It's not like there's no water in it or anything like that, because that'd be very bad. And I'm just kind of like checking everything. What I think what the problem was, I think a little bit of water got into the actual power button on top of it. And that was causing it to not short, but rather turn on and off repeatedly. Like, it wasn't like an actual electrical, like standard electrical shortage. I think the water was pressing down on the power button in some way. So I put a paper towel in the actual power button and cleaned it off. Obviously, it was all unplugged at this point. And then I replugged everything back in. Oh, need to poison heal this. Anyway, so I replugged everything back in. And, you know, got everything going in. The only issue I was having was my sound wasn't working. So I had to reinstall the audio drivers twice. But other than that, everything was fine. So I was really happy with that. That it, you know, otherwise I'd be turning Jax into a catcher's mitt right now. But the computer itself is good. So we're pretty happy with that. It was a very much up and down day for me yesterday, and I'm kind of a little maxed out, let's say, on excitement for right now. So, but anyway, we're just kind of cleaning up trainers at this point. Like I said the last episode, I kind of skipped past them so that I could see if there's anything that I necessarily wanted to level up. I think that the best decision right now for me is to go ahead and get Lemon leveled up here. I mean, she's going to be super important for the next gym because I don't really have a whole lot of answers to fire type at the moment. I know I have Daedalus, but Daedalus doesn't know any water type moves, and it's going to be a fairly long time before he does. So I'm not interested really in relying on that. But Lemon knows Magnitude, and I need to remember after this battle to teach it Rock Tomb. But then I can use that Pokemon to go ahead and take out the next gym leader, because I think that Max is, at this point, I don't think Max is going to be too big of an issue. I've got a lot of answers to a lot of his stuff. So I'm not particularly worried about that. But I do know Flannery is going to be a little bit of an issue. And obviously Norman's always a problem. So we'll just have to keep an eye out for that. And I think Norman, I mean, obviously I don't have a fighting type, and I don't think that there's opportunity to get one. So it's just going to be kind of a brute force kind of battle there. And I very well might lose some Pokemon, because he is really tough. Don't get me wrong. So I hope not. I'm hoping to pick up a Spoink and a Trapinch in these next two areas. But we'll see what we end up getting. Yeah, cool trainer, Brooke. I actually do like the name Brooke for a girl. I like Savannah and Brooke. I know they're two, like, one of them's a biome and the other one's like a small stream, but I think that they're just really pretty names. So anyway, we're going to heal up here. In case you didn't know that this house you can heal in, which is very convenient for where it's situated. So if you ever wanted to grind for Ash, then you can always do that over there, and then you can just heal here. So we're going to go up here. There's I believe there's some kind of fighting guy or something up here. Could be thinking of the wrong... Yeah, there he is. Okay. Oh, yeah, I need I'm going to teach Rock Tomb here. It's always nice to give ground-type Pokemon flying coverage. And it could come in handy for the 6th gym, you know, depending on what I have available to me. I mean, I could get another Electric-type Pokemon by then, or, you know, anything else, honestly. But we'll see. We will see what I get. Alright. Let's go. So, but yeah, no, it's, yesterday was just, it was one of those days, I can tell you that much. It was definitely one of those days that, you only have, like, once every 2 weeks at this point. But one of the things that I have to say, and I think that we'll probably be seeing this in the next episode, depending on how long it takes to get through Flannery's gym, but I do like the diverse amount of biomes that they have here. You know, they have the desert, they have the volcano, which is where we're headed now. They have, like, that ash area, they have Meteor Falls. Yeah, this is the desert. This is probably one of my favorite places. You know, they have just such a diverse set of biomes that it's just... I just think it's really cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, exactly what they did with this. Like, each one of these caves is different, whereas, like, take Gen 1, for example. Every cave is functionally the same, right? So, I just like what they did here. You know, you're gonna find Zubat, Geodude, every single cave, whereas that's not always the case here. So, anyway, this guy's just gonna have a bunch of Geodudes. So, we're just gonna Mega Drain all of them. I think that's enough to one-hit all of them, basically, at this point, so... Alright, let's get that juicy EXP. Hiker Trend's coming out with Geodude. Yeah, I think he's got 3 Geodudes, if I remember correctly. So, I'm not too worried about that set of Pokemon. Should be fairly easy to deal with. Good work, Lemon. Alright, and here comes the 3rd Geodude. Level 16. Yeah, the last one was level 17, was one hit, so this is definitely going to be a one hit. Oh, and I will say though, when it comes to losing cats and stuff, me and my wife are getting little tracker collars that we're going to be putting on them. So it's like, I think the one that we went with was Bluetooth enabled, so it's not GPS because we don't have that kind of money. But we can, like, it will pick up their last recorded Bluetooth signal within the area, and then we can head from there and see if we can find the Bluetooth signal. It's at least better than just kind of like searching with a flashlight, which is what we were doing. Which had worked once so far, because this is the second time that Reggie has now fallen out of a window. So, because the last time, when we first got Jax, we had to lock Reggie up because he wouldn't stop attacking Jax, like actually attacking him. And Jax was the size of Reggie's head at that point, so that was not going over fairly well. And we just had to sub him in. So, or no. We had to put him in the bedroom, so we had him locked away, and so I think we left the window open or something, and this is before we knew that he was going to be pushing out the screen. I've since nailed that particular screen has been nailed in, so that screen doesn't open. This screen that's next to me right now, which is the window that was open, he was able to push out, so like the actual screen is not even connected anymore. Oh gosh. I could probably just magnitude here. Oh, magnitude 10. This should be enough. I think that's 120 base power, if I'm not mistaken. That's more powerful than an earthquake. Oh yeah, easy. Anyway, yeah. So then he was gone. He was only gone for about like 30 minutes before I realized it, because he was like making all this kind of noise, and then it was really quiet, and I was like, why is it so quiet? You know, like if you're a parent, you're like, why are my kids being quiet? They're doing something wrong. So yeah. That was that concern. So that last time though, we found him about a quarter of a mile away in like a thicket of trees next to a tennis court. So, and it was my wife that found it by shining a flashlight. Interesting fact: I've actually seen a hiker going up this mountain once before. I don't know if that's like something I made up when I was 10, and then now I just believe it. But that's definitely something that I've seen happen. So we got Team Magma up here. We're just going to go ahead and there's a double battle right here, and then there's the Magma admin that just has like the same number of Pokemon. It's roughly the same level as these two. So it's like instead of facing 2 sets of 2, we say face 1 set of 4, which is like, okay, whatever. Alright. These guys are just a walk in the park, honestly. Not too difficult at all. I will say another thing I like particularly about Emerald here is that Emerald makes a lot more sense than Ruby or Sapphire as far as what the actual teams do, because so you take, for example, Team Aqua, right? Why would they want to... I never understood the logic behind making the volcano erupt. Like, what the heck? That doesn't make any sense. I also never really understood the fact that for Team Magma, Groudon was underwater, right? And their base was on the water. That never made any sense to me. So I really like what they did to change this game. Oh, I guess it's not just 2. I think it's just 1. Oh, well, this would be easy. Anyway, as I was saying, though, that never made any sense, and they fixed that, I think, in this game really well. And, like... It makes a lot more sense why Team Aqua is going to get the parts than Team Magma was going to get the parts when we were fighting them earlier. So I do like running into both of the teams, and like one of them isn't like the good guy team, one of them's like the bad guy team. So here we got the admin here. Should be a fairly easy fight. I'm not too worried about it. Tabitha. She's got a cape and everything. So super grunt. So again, I think this is probably gonna be... Everything's gonna be fairly easy because my guys are so over-leveled. Like, even that move right there, that should do a lot of damage, is not going to, because I'm like twice his level. A little bit lower than twice his level. Yeah, awesome. Love to see that. I think Numel evolves at level 33, and Swablu evolves at level 35. Oh, we'll just keep Rope out here, why not? We'll just heal before I battle the admin. Actually just Mega Drain, I think, because I don't think Gust is going to kill, so might as well get the HP back. And this will put it within range of Gust killing. Okay, I'm glad I got the HP back there. I know it wouldn't have knocked me out. I'm just going to Mega Drain again, might as well. Just to play it safe. I know it wouldn't have knocked me out, but... What? That's ridiculous. 2 crits? Alright, well, we're gonna play this very safe. I don't want to lose Rope to a random Numel. So we're gonna switch out to Daedalus here. He's gonna be resistant to this Ember that's coming out. Gonna do like 2 damage. Yeah, there you go. There's the 2 damage. And then we'll just tackle for the game. Yeah, screw you. Screw you, buddy. Alright, Poochyena coming out here. No, honestly, I think Lemon could probably take him. It's probably like, what, level 20, level 18, something like that. Alright, here comes the Poochyena. Yeah, level 20. Okay, there you go. So, I have to say, I don't know if I brought this up yet in one of the previous episodes, but as much as I do like Generation 3, I think objectively speaking, Generation 4 is better. The only problem I have with Generation 4, and this is including the remakes, is the pacing is very slow. That's it. That's the only problem that I have with that generation. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're going to probably switch out here unless it's a kill. Okay, so it's a kill, so it doesn't matter. The battle's over anyway. But we're definitely going to heal. I will do that. But no, I think Generation 4 just fixes the remaining problems that existed in Generation 3 that were carried over from 1 and 2. Such as the physical special split. I think that really improved the game a whole lot. Just because it opened up a whole new avenues of Pokemon that could be good. And it made previously really bad Pokemon, like Flareon, like, kind of useful. Like, still not the best. But, like, they're not absolute garbage. Because Flareon is has a high attack stat, but is a fire type. So in this generation and before, fire is a special type move. So, anywho, so he's gonna lead with a Mightyena here. I honestly kind of want to lead with Daedalus. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lead with Daedalus here, and then just keep Dragon Raging. Yes, I am amazing, and you should cower in fear before me. And there he goes, just talking about... I don't even know what he's saying at this point. I just know he doesn't like me. I also never noticed until I was, like, older, like a couple of years ago, that their symbol is an M, and the aqua symbol is an A. I never noticed that. I was just like, oh, that's cool, it's a mountain. You know, like, didn't realize it, but that's just... it's really cool. I also love this music. I like jam out to it. I'm like, yeah. It's an easy battle, particularly coming from Watson. This is a significantly step down in like difficulty from Watson, but I enjoy the music a lot more. I think the only thing better than this music is either the Elite Four or the Legendary Battle music. Both of those I think are absolute bangers. So Zubat's coming in here. Yeah, we might as well switch out Lemon. Just get off at least one Rock Tomb. See if that is enough to knock it out. If not, not a problem. So slap him with the Rock Tomb. Oh, here comes the Supersonic. Of course, 55% chance to hit always hits, right? That's how that works. Are you kidding me? Alright. I'll risk it for the biscuit. As long as it's not a crit. Good. We do have a backup Numel, but I don't want... I've wasted so much time training. Okay, so we're in kill range here. So we're just going to switch out to Daedalus here and just Dragon Rage. That's my answer to things right now. If I don't have like a clear response to whatever the Pokemon is, just Dragon Rage. So that's not going to do a whole lot either. Daedalus is actually pretty tanky. Particularly for this part of the game. Like, later in the game, like, a lot of the other Pokemon will catch up. But at this point in the game, there's not a whole lot that has an answer to a Gyarados. So. And Dragon Rage basically is either a one-shot or a two-shot at this point. Closer to a two-shot more often than not, honestly. But, okay, so we got Camerupt coming in here. Yeah, might as well. Just keep Daedalus out there. Keep Dragon Raging. Again, like I said, this is a huge step down in difficulty from Watson, so. And that's the game, just Dragon Rage. That's it, that was the answer to the whole battle, was just, I'm just going to Dragon Rage everything. So Daedalus is going to reach 33, that's awesome. Love to see it. And then Lemon gets 25, awesome. Focus Energy is an absolute waste, I'm going to keep Tackle. At least Tackle does damage. As I've been informed, the strategy is to only use moves that do damage, so. Yeah, because you suck. You're not good. You're a terrible team leader. Just get Watson in here. Watson's a better trainer than you. Oh, hey, what's this guy want? Yeah, of course. I'm not on anyone's side. Both of you guys are stupid. Both of your plans are really, really dumb. Like, I would say Team Magma's plans actually make more sense than Team Aqua. Simply because Team Magma's like, we just want to expand the land. I'm like, okay, alright, makes sense. You know, reduce stress between humans and Pokemon. I get that, I get that. Whereas Aqua's like, we need more water. It's like, I don't think we do. I think we're pretty good on water. He's not talking about fresh water, he's talking about seawater. It's like, okay, no, we're good on that. We're good on that, bud. Maybe reduce your pollution, but like, outside of that, I don't really think that there's a whole lot that we need to do with the seas. So, and we're gonna head down to the Jagged Pass. Probably one of the cooler places in this game. Switch out for Rope here so I can take on this guy. I'm hoping for a Spoink here. If I could get a Spoink, that'd be awesome. Alright. So a Geodude coming out here, so Mega Drain will be fine for that, I think. And if he has a Machop, I obviously just Gust here. Yeah, Rope is kind of a pretty decent answer for hikers, considering... Oh, he's got a Baltoy. I wasn't expecting that. I could probably Mega Drain it. That's the nice thing I like about the hikers in this game, is that they have a variety of Pokemon, not just Geodude and Machop lines and Onix, right? Like, they had, like, 3 Pokemon in Generation 2 and 1. Whereas in this game, they have, like, Baltor, Nosepass, Numel, plus all the other ones I just mentioned. So, with the exception of Onix, obviously. Onix isn't available in this game, I don't think. Pretty sure he's not. I'm like 99.9% certain. Anyway, so let's hope for Spoink. Let's go. Come on, Spoink. Spoink, 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 Spoink. That's another Numel. It's most likely to happen there, but you know, I can hope, right? So I think just Gust here shouldn't be enough to kill it. Easy. Magnitude 7's not even gonna hit me. I'm flying. All right, whatever. Go ahead. Throw a Pokeball in here. Alright, come on, buddy. Easy. Easy. So that's our 3rd Numel now. We're stacking up these Numels like we're stacking up Pochianas. So we're just going to name him Eli. Didn't see any names down there in the comments, so we're just going to go with that. We'll probably not get to see him, depending on how things go. So we're just going to go ahead down here, battle her. Then I think there's like a double battle or 2 left, and then we'll be at Lava Ridge Town, which is where I think we'll stop today. What's up, Picnicker? So just coming out here with the Shroomish, and I think we just Gust here and one-shot it. Shroomish does have a high defense, but I don't think it's going to be able to stand up to stab Gust from a level 32 Beautifly. Having these over-level Pokemon makes this part of the game a little bit trivial. They will catch up in levels, and it's not going to be nearly this, you know, oppressive, my Pokemon. Particularly because it is a Beautifly, a Mightyena, and a Gyarados. Like, that's not, like, particularly good for the game, but, you know, at this point, it helps. We're going to send out Lemon here. So, just go for the Rock Tomb, this is why we taught him Rock Tomb. We have an answer to flying types. Because previously, we would rely on Sparky, but Sparky lasted for, like, half an episode, so. I don't think Sparky even learned an Electric-type move, to be completely honest. So, anyway, we're moving right along. We're going to take out this guy. Like, my team at this point is getting pretty diverse, you know? I went through a period where, it was significantly less diverse when everyone died, but now it's getting up there, and having a pretty diverse team in this game is fairly important. Just to be having answers to different Pokemon, different types you might run into. So we got these 2 here. Oh, I should have grabbed that Pokeball. I think it's it's just like an X something, but whatever. Yeah, I could see that being awfully scary to shoot down the mountain and just want to go. One thing I will say, I've been watching a lot of Mr. Ballin, I think or B. Allen. It's Mr. Ballin, I don't know. Lately, and I was listening to one of the stories where it was like people trapped on a mountain, and like that's got to be absolutely terrifying. You know, being trapped in a ravine on a mountain is pretty scary. It's pretty scary, but just being lost out in the woods for any length of time, I think, is definitely not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. But that would have me shaking in my boots. You don't know what's out there. It could be cougars, bears, whatever. But also just like not having access to any resources whatsoever, not fun. I would not want to be in that situation. It'd be a cool story to tell later if you live, but like outside of that, no, I don't think so. So anyway, both of those guys taken care of. I think there's like one more. Yeah, there's this camper down here. What's up, buddy? How's it going? You're about to get your butt handed to you by my Beautifly. The fact that my Beautifly is like one of my most powerful Pokemon it's just hilarious to me. This always happens too. Like it's just like it's like a by all accounts a garbage Pokemon, but it ends up being the linchpin of my team. This random Wurmple I found that evolved into what I didn't want to evolve into because I'd rather have a Dustox because it's just that much more useful. Somehow is the linchpin of my team right now, outside of Gyarados, obviously. The fact that I have a Gyarados is nice because Magikarp is super common. But I just think it's ridiculous. So, Taylor's coming out here. You know what to do. Get in there, Lemon. Get in there. Throw rocks at it and crap. I really wish that Poison and Steel were effective against more types. I know they both gain the effectiveness against Fairy later on, and that's definitely necessary. But I think Poison's only super effective against Grass. That's it in this generation. It's only used for Poison. So, it's like kind of, it just seems like a fairly weak type. And Grass, there's so many other ways to answer in Grass. Bug, Fire, Flying, like all of those easily take care of Grass. Most Grass Pokemon are dual types anyway, so you could hit it with something else. But it's just, yeah. Anyway, so now we are actually at Lava Ridge, not we're at 112. And I think I'm just going to dump the Numel here, heal up, and then pick up that Why Not egg. Or the mysterious egg, right? So, I don't really care about the Rossberry right now. So, anyway, we're going to go ahead and heal, and then go get the egg, and then I think we'll probably call it there, because I think next episode we can take on Flannery, and maybe head over to the desert. So, let's go here, let's talk to this lady, egg. So I'm not going to update this in my team until it hatches, because it's an egg. But it is a free extra Pokemon, and, you know, can be useful. But anyway, if you like what you guys see here today, please leave me a like down below. I would greatly appreciate that. Subscribe, comment if you want your name to appear as a Pokemon nickname in any episode. I might save some for later depending on which Pokemon I'll run into. But please do comment down below if you want that to be the case. And otherwise, have a great rest of your guys' weekend.